Sometimes what we need is a soulful song that can bring us all together, heal our hearts. But in times like these, we might need a song like this. I still want to learn to play piano. I could be practicing every day. I keep saying I'd love to start running. I'd be in shape if I had my way. But there were always aliens to think about, Illuminati and the puppet state. Chemtrails poisoning the populace. No use trying, it's much too late. Big crock conspiracy, wacko shit. Deadlock, truth I never will admit. It's only an excuse to quit. Conspiracy, wacko shit. I spend my days hiding in the basement, isolated as I can get. I sink down deep into my wormhole, the dark side of the internet. I might have liked to drive across America, camping out in the old RV. I'm too scared of queuing on and on and on. They'll hack my brain with the new 5G. Big crock conspiracy, wacko shit. Deadlock, the truth I never will admit. Gives me an excuse to quit. Conspiracy, wacko shit. Fist clenched, strangling my iPad, apocalyptically entertained. I'm sweat drenched, paranoid, it's this bad, pure adrenaline in my veins. At least I finally see I have no choices. 'Cause everyone's controlled by the deep state. Long as we believe in unseen forces, we never even try to change our fate. Big crock conspiracy, wacko shit. Deadlock, the truth I never will admit. It's only an excuse to quit. Conspiracy, wacko shit. It's only an excuse to quit. Conspiracy, wacko shit. Yeah, I feel better. I hope you do.
Leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. My children aren't going hungry. I'll do it. I'll drink your blood. And I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like size it up? I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop his ass up, size it up. I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop, 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 chop. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I'll barbecue your ass flat. I will cook your ass up so fast, and I'll tell them, "Oh, I killed a cow out back, baby." You think Christ would eat somebody? He would never do that. I will. I'm ready to hang them up, gut them and skin them and chop them up. You know what? I'm ready. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. eat your ass first. I swear to God, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to get my hands around your throat.
The company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna steal your daughter at the mall. We're gonna steal your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like a frog. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Frogs. Place point.
You're watching Truth Seekers. Praise the cash, praise the cash.
Greetings and salutations. Boy, look at that. Right in the camera. I'm going to show you how ghetto tonight is going to be. We have resorted to drinking 40s of beer. I haven't had a 40 for quite a while, but here's what happened. I went to the bar because it's late and I can't buy beer anywhere else, but they sell 12 packs or whatever. So My wife just gave me a new debit card and it got declined, and I only had $10. So 1 second here. Let me see. There you go, Chris. I don't know why it's on the link to the stream is on Patreon, but if you haven't gotten it, or one of your friends is asking you for the link, feel free to give the link to the stream. It's just unlisted here on YouTube. Feel free to give the link to the stream out. So I went to the bar and I only had $10. So when you've only got a little bit of money, you have to resort to ghetto tactics to get as much beer as possible for whatever money that you have. So my card got declined. I wanted to buy a 12-pack of Yingling Lager. They didn't have that, but they do have cheap PBR. So we got PBR, right? The big boys, and we got a 40 of Yingling Lager. So we'll start off with the good stuff, which is the Yingling Lager, and then we will get to the PBR. PBR. You can't be ghetto or grow up in a major city without going to some place that has dollar. They used to have these dollar PBR nights, and this is a 16-ounce beer. You would get these for $1. Interesting. Excuse me. Interestingly, they're still only like $1. A 6-pack of this was $6 something, like $6.25 or something. It's crazy to me, but PBR is not great beer, but it'll get you drunk, right? So sometimes all you need is whatever's going to get you drunk. So tonight we have, we're starting off with the good stuff, a 40 of Yingling Lager, and then we've got a 6-pack of PBR. I think there may be a few straight beers in my refrigerator too, maybe 2 beers from earlier in the week or something like that. I'm going to switch cams here. I'm happy to say that this multi-camera setup seems to be working really, really nice, right? Chris Johansson says, I'm going with just weed tonight. Well, yeah, good for you. I'm out of that. Completely and totally, like, can't. And the funny thing is I broke my bong, so I can't even like try to scrape the bong out because that broke and I threw it in the trash. So I've been using rolling papers for my cannabis, and so that that leaves there's nothing. When you're out of cannabis, you're out of cannabis. When you're just rolling joints, so. But we'll adapt and overcome. Yeah. Unidentified S4 is here, friend of the show, who says, I am halfway down my Johnny Walker Blue. Sounds good to me, right? Chris Johansson, take some vitamin C. Yeah, that's probably smoker's cough and has nothing to do with me. Actually, I've gotten over being sick recently, right? Chris says he's got to work tomorrow. Yeah, well, me too. But luckily for me, I don't have to work till like whenever I want. So I'll probably do another public show tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So we've got only 6 people here, and I'm sorry. I guess I should have planned this and publicized the stream more, because now I feel like some people may not have known, and plus this is a very late hour here. It's midnight Eastern time, but I wanted to give something extra to the Patreon supporters. We've been trying to start the live streams. Oh, here we go. Get her cold COVID. No, I got a COVID test recently. It was negative. Al Warrior says, I'm doing both. Unidentified S4. Yeah, I don't like not having a bong. I think it's wasteful too, because even if you take a joint and you only smoke a quarter of it and put it out, and then you smoke the other quarter, you're still wasting weed putting it out all the time. And I consider cannabis to be sacred. Don't want to waste any of it. So before I stock up on cannabis again, I'm going to get a new bong. I'm going to buy a good one too. Yeah. So here we are, and I have no game plan. Yeah, and unfortunately, this is how good I am at running Patreon only streams. It was public on Facebook, and I think it's public on Twitch too. So I have to. I'm gonna remove it off of the Twitch too. Yeah, so now we're good. Now we're only on YouTube, and it's an unlisted stream. I did send a link to a bunch of people on now, and you know what? Twitter sucks. It only let me send the. This is another thing I learned today. You can't send 25 people on Twitter the same link. It flags you for spam. So, I'm sorry for the low attendance, but hey, consider this. If you're here, consider this, your own private truth seeker show. Now, I have no game plan, so I have no idea what we're doing here. Yeah. Horsey says, get that Yingling on ice I meant. Yeah, Spooky is finally here. Yeah, Spooky, I screwed up and the stream was public on Facebook and Twitch, but I just deleted those, so I fixed it. And I try to send the stream link to a bunch of people on Twitter that I know are Patreon supporters, but it won't let me send more than a few people the link, and then it's stopping me from sending the link out, I guess, for spam or whatever. I have no game plan except to accomplish doing a Patreon-only stream. We have been saying for months now that I'm going to start doing Patreon-only streams. I will say this. I announced the Patreon-only stream, and we had four new Patreon people sign up just to get this stream, and some of you may be here. Yeah, Chris Johansson said, I wondered what the F happened. Oh boy, talk about drug stream. Yeah, that was a good bout. Felt good. Proud of it. So I guess the game plan is let's get drunk, and we'll see what else happens. What shenanigans can we get into drunk? Who knows? Chris Johansson, I need a daughter like yours. Is it a daughter or son? My kid loves to kill. Oh, her, yeah, with her shatter hits. Yeah, my neighbor at the cabin, my really good close friend, one of my best friends, probably my best friend. His name is Matt. He's got that oil, and what he does is he packs a bowl, and then he melts the oil on top of the bowl he just packed, and that'll wreck you, bro. I took one hit, and I was like, "Holy shit, I'm done!" Right? Because honestly, I like to just use a very small amount. Sometimes if I'm editing videos, I'll just take a hit, a little bit of a joint, like a quarter of a joint, and then put it out, wait an hour or more before the thing goes, wait an hour or so, just maintain.
Bluetooth mode.
Look at this thing. These lights are pretty cool, but they got a timer, and so they turn off after a while. And the remote works like shit on them. You gotta I'm pressing the button and pointing it right at the thing. So I want to thank all the Patreon supporters that are here as well, because this cool new set and the multi-camera setup, I bought all that with Patreon money. So if you threw a couple bucks in my hat, know that it's going to good things. We bought these new lights. This new backdrop is I think it's twice as big as the old. The old one ended right here, So this one goes all the way, and even, to the end. I'll change the camera angles here one more time. Yeah, so it even goes all the way over here, almost the full thing. Yeah, I love the new setup because it feels bigger. Right? It feels bigger because it is bigger. The backdrop is huge compared to the old one. And I like the lights. I like the whole setup. Now we've got 3 cameras working really well, but I am intent on another 3. And I also bought some new stands. I've got this one camera here. This camera over here. Wait, which one is it? I always forget. No, that's not the one. It's this one. This camera here is on a paper cup right now. Like, I don't have a mount for it. So this one's on a paper cup, but I got new gooseneck stand that I can put over here or whatever and still get this angle, and it won't look so ghetto. And I'm going to show you one more thing too. This is cool. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but I'm going to try. See if we can get around the room. Yes, we can. And look at that. I even got a mount, like a real webcam mount, and you'll have to excuse the junk over there. There's a dresser over there with a bunch of junk on top of it. And there's a projector. I'll show you the junk. We're among friends. There's a projector over there on top of that dresser full of junk. I just put all this stuff over there so that I can get it out of the frame, if that makes sense. So, I don't want to show everybody my mess usually. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Oh, now I got to adjust this thing again. All right. Yeah. So I love this wall mounted webcam. Before I did that, I tried duct taping it up there and stuff. It just nothing really worked well. So, Chris Johansson says, Shatter Hit feels like I got hit in the chest with an effing sledge. Oh, wait, we're private. I can curse with a fucking sledgehammer. Fuck, I can curse all I want now. Unidentified S4 says, nice, you're in a great space. Yeah, I think this is cool. And here, I'm gonna show you. Over here, we've got this computer over here and another one. And I've got another table set up here. Again, sorry about all the junk, but you see these set pieces go all the way around the room now, but there's a big problem. I think they stopped selling these set pieces on Amazon. So if I want any more, I'm going to have to get a copy of like a JPG of the picture of that set and then get it custom printed, but that's okay. And I have a few spares. I mean, we filled up almost the whole room with these set pieces, these backdrops. It looks cool, and I don't think we need any more. But if I want them, there's a way you can print any picture, Horsey says, nice setup. Yeah, fudging cuss, man. Yeah, we can curse all we want here. Al Warrior says, I just bought a 3-in-1 cigar pipe. Not bad. Well, I've got nothing to smoke but tobacco, so I should be going to the dispensary either in the next couple of days or before this weekend. You know what I like to do? I like to run myself completely out of cannabis and then take at least 3 or 4 days and have absolutely none. Because what that does is it resets your cannabis receptors, right? And then the next time that you do get some, you need a lot less because your cannabis receptors have reset. Yeah, it's I've been at this for a long time, Anthony. It's a grind. Like, I feel like, and every time I think, all right, I just need this and then I'll be done, I get that thing and set it up, and then we're on to something else, Like, we've got this. I'm going to change the camera angle again. I always forget which is which. No, that's not the one. This is the one. We've got this 50-inch over here playing the animations, Anthony, and now I'm like, man, I really wanted another 50-inch. That's on this side of the room. I want another 50-inch on this side of the room. And then I'm going to put another camera over there so we can switch between 2 different screens that will be playing cool animations or star fields or slideshows of whatever it is that I'm talking about. Like if I was talking about Nazi UFOs, for example, I could have a slideshow playing over there of just Nazi UFO pictures and the Nazi bell and whatever. I think it really adds to things. But now I want another 50-inch TV, and I don't have one. And what kind of pisses me off is my wife won a 50-inch TV at work. It's been in a box for months. It's in our basement. She says she's going to use it in this spare bedroom, but she hasn't yet. I'm going to try to steal it. But she threatened me not to, so I may just have to buy one. I've looked on Facebook Marketplace. Wow, Chris Johansson said it's legal here. The dispensaries have mostly shit. I don't know. Mine are great. And I will say that I really prefer sativas. So for me, I like the dispensaries because it used to be when everything was illegal, you would just go buy pot. And especially in the ghetto, you're like, hey, is this indica or sativa? They didn't know. They're like, it's pot, bro. Do you want it or not? It's $25, you know? So now, at least with the dispensaries, you know exactly what you're getting. And if you get something that you like, you can get the same strain again. So I really like this because to me, I know what I'm getting. And then I know when I get something I like, if I get it again, the quality and the consistency is pretty good. So I prefer this dispensary system. Now, is it more expensive? Fuck yeah, it is. It's a lot more expensive than I'm used to. But to me, it's worth it for the just a peace of mind. You go like, okay, I know exactly what I'm getting. And you know if I get it again the next time, it's going to be just like it was this time, right? So, yeah, and this is a problem. I got to put the mic stand over here. And you know all those audio files are going to be crying if the audio from my voice is not perfect. So I don't know. I got a light sitting right here. It's hard to see. That's doing the projection light. So it's just, there's no place to really put this microphone that it's not going to be in the way. And then that gives, this microphone situation gives me an anxiety attack because people complain all the time about the audio. It doesn't matter. That is a freaking very, very expensive microphone. People still complain. You need a better microphone. Like there's almost, it's one of my pet peeves, people crying about the audio. That's why I lost my shit the other night when I was using the wrong microphone and people were complaining that the microphone was tinny or what. I lost my shit because I thought it was just the whiners, but it really was. The microphone somehow switched to the built-in microphone on the webcam. So get a mic arm. Yeah, I have one, but the problem is the mic arm used to go on this side, Anthony, and it covered, the arm would come out this way and be right in my face, and it was perfect. But now it covers the set piece here, the screen. So I got to use a desk-mounted one to keep it out, and I'm going to try this now. Let's see if we can't just put it over here, and that'll probably be fine. But somebody's still going to complain because the microphone's not directly in my face. And then people are going to be telling me your microphone level's too low. And then I'm going to raise it, and then people are going to complain and say the microphone level's way too high and you're getting too much room noise. Like I said, it's just a never-ending it's never ending. And I love the people in the YouTube comments that are like, your guest's audio quality is always better than yours. You got to do something about that. Like, I guess some guests might have a better microphone than me. I don't know. Or they have their microphone dialed in better. I don't know. It's a pet peeve of mine, though, that some of them really complain a lot. Some people just, they just complain all the time. It's great. Especially... And I've noticed that not one person that's ever thrown a buck in my hat complains. It's always the people that never gave me $1 or a dime that are going to complain the most. They're sucking up all the content for free, right? Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a boom that mounts on the ceiling. There's plenty of ceiling above me here. and I can just hang it and put it right here or something like that. I thought of that, Anthony. We'll try that. Yeah, get some foam though. What do I need to get foam for? Chris, I know you were trying to help me, but I'm trying to explain why I freaked out. I got pissed off because people are always bitching in the comments. And I ran a commercial recording studio. I know if something sounds bad, and I don't mind. Like the other night, yeah, I was using the wrong microphone. I was using a microphone all the way over here on a webcam. And everybody knows webcam microphones are shitty to begin with, right? But the reason that I got pissed off is because I thought that I was using the right microphone and people were just crying because it was a little further away from me than it usually is, right? It turns out, yeah, Chris, what do you want me to do? The room has reverb. It's an office. It's not a recording studio. That's why I get pissed off. Like I could where am I putting foam? You saw the room. The room is all backdrops. There's no place to put foam. There's no place to put acoustic foam or sound stop, right? Yeah. So okay, Mr. Smug, I was wrong. Like, what do you want me to do? These things happen. It's a live show. And by the way, there was more people in the live chat said the audio is fine. Just continue with the show. But you people that like are so offended by a microphone not sounding great couldn't just let it go and let me get through the show and fix it later. Yeah, I know it sounded better because I was using the right microphone. And the stream the other day, once we fixed and we're using the right microphone, sounded fine. Yeah, I don't know, Chris. Because here's the thing. It's like, I'll go get foam and I'll put it anywhere up that I can. And somebody will complain that the room sounds too dead then. You know? It's like I can never win with the audio people. Somebody, early on in the show, somebody kept crying and complaining that I needed to get a certain microphone. I can't remember what the microphone was. It was but it's a real common one that all streamers use. So I bought that microphone. Very expensive microphone. And then people started complaining that my voice sounded hollow using that microphone, that I needed a better microphone. So there's a wasted $150. And then I bought a different microphone. And then I bought another microphone. Oh, you need a cardioid condenser microphone. Okay, we got one of them. Oh, no, you need a shotgun microphone. Okay, we got one of them. No matter what microphone I use, people still complain and tell me I need a better microphone. So at some point, I just have to listen. What I did is I did tests with every microphone that I had. And by that time, I had 4 or 5 really decent quality, broadcast quality microphones. So what I did is I wrote a 5-minute monologue and I read it with each microphone in succession and recorded it all. And then I listened to the whole thing of me reading the same 5-minute monologue on all 4 or 5 microphones. And then I said, that microphone sounds the best to my ears. That's the one I'm going to use. And that's what we have right now. And I don't even recall which one this is. It's been a while since we went through the microphone buying stuff, you know? Tried gargling before the show. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Fuck them all, just do you. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, what I finally did, I got so tired of hearing complaints about the microphone, is I just recorded the same thing with all 4 or 5 of them, and then I picked the one that I like, and that's the one I'm using. And if you don't like it, go listen to somebody else's show. See, I get that some people are trying to be constructive, but some people, Chris, are just whiny. They just want to bitch and whine and cry and complain. They don't really want to, they're not trying to help. You know, it's like, well, this guy's research skills are really good. And his production is pretty good, and his video stuff and his music is good. Let's bitch at him about the microphone. You know, at some point it's like ridiculous, especially because these are public streams that are free. I mean, you might have to sit through an ad, but they're free. So I don't know. I have never, no, that's not true. one time I think I was in somebody else's live chat. I think it was CW Channer, and his microphone was all fucked up. And I didn't say anything, but he asked, like, is the audio okay? And I said, no, it's all scratchy. It was like the connection wasn't good. So he had to disconnect the microphone and reconnect it. There, I'll say something because he asked, and it was all screwed up. But I don't think I'd ever. I don't think I've ever like taken the time to comment and complain about somebody's microphone on a live stream, And then the other thing, I guess we're off on a rant here, but it's okay. It's a drunk stream. So, but the other thing is, I can show you the statistics from my YouTube channel. I think it's something crazy, like 60 to 70% of people are listening to the stream on their phone. If you're listening to the stream on your phone, my choice of microphone is not going to do much for your audio quality while you're listening on a phone. But it is what it is. I always used to like to joke with the audiophiles and say, are you listening to my live stream on a $10,000 stereo? Because if you're not, it's good enough, especially good enough to listen to on a phone, Yeah. I'm all for better sound quality. In fact, Chris, one thing I am going to do is I used to have not used to. I have an audio rack from my old studio. And in that audio rack, I have a compressor, an equalizer, a de-esser, and a noise gate. So when I have the time and I care enough to worry about the microphone again or try to do the best I can to make sure it's as good as possible quality, I'm going to set up the audio rack right under here. And but I can't use a USB microphone for that. I've got to use an XLR microphone. So I'm going to set up one of my favorite old mics going through a compressor, an equalizer, a de-esser, what else? And a noise gate. That's what they do on the radio. That's the kind of signal path and chain they would generally use on the radio. So I'm going to set that up when I get a chance. But I guarantee you, even going through, that's got to be $1,000 worth of audio gear, and it's going to be a $500 microphone. So that would be $1,500 invested in just my voice. People will still complain. I guarantee you somebody's still going to complain. They're going to say my voice is too loud or your signal's too hot or, whatever. Stupid username here. Man, that seems excessive. Yeah, but these are the lengths that you try to go to just to stop people from complaining, right? Your show is always quiet. You probably need a gate. Won't need a gate. Well, it comes in handy because you just mentioned, here's the problem that we have, Chris. You just mentioned, you've got a lot of room noise. Well, the noise gate would cut all the room noise unless I'm speaking. So that might cut some of the room noise. I don't know. This is an art, not a science, Al Warrior says equipment is expensive for sure. Yeah, it sure is. And it's easy to spend too much on stuff. It's way too easy to buy a bunch of toys that you think are going to really help the show. I tend to be very careful. Like, I don't want to buy something unless I'm absolutely sure. Oh, you meant I don't have background noise. Well, sometimes I do. My kids sometimes are playing and screaming and shit. Boy, is this ghetto. We're drinking 40s of beer. I haven't had a 40 in probably 10 years, right? Yeah, unidentified. I agree. People don't realize how annoying some people are when trying to run the show. Yeah, the audio thing is what triggers me sometimes because, I ran a recording studio and even I would listen to the show that they're complaining about and I would go, there's very little background noise. My voice is crisp and clear. and right up front in the mix, like, I don't know what they're complaining about. I can hear it fine on headphones. I can hear it fine on a phone, on a PC, whatever the case may be. It is what it is, though. Like I said, people just complain, especially when they're getting something for free. You're killing Yinlings. Yeah. Well, I've only got this one, and then we're on to the real shit beer. But it'll get you drunk, right? I may be hungover tomorrow for sure, but it is what it is. Other than upgrading the a couple more cameras in here and maybe a 50-inch over there, there's nothing for the show that I really need or want. And even the 50-inch, any old 50-inch that has VGA input will work for my needs. So actually, I'm going to go on like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist and try to find one for $100. I found one for $100, but then I went there. I asked the guy, "Does it have VGA input, the computer input on the back PC?" He said, "Sure, yeah, oh yeah, it does." I got there. It didn't. It only had HDMI, and yeah. Al Warrior's asking how the cabin is. I haven't been to the cabin in 2 weekends now. So I've got cabin withdrawal. I'm hoping to go this weekend. But I got to do a little bit of work on my car to make sure I get there and back, Al Warrior. Yeah. I got so much work to do at that cabin. And but the good news is I was freaking out thinking I don't have enough firewood, but it turns out I got plenty of firewood because this cabin is so well insulated that I can almost get away with just this little electric heater. Almost. But if it's 30 or 40, I'd be fine in there with just the electric heater and no fire. But if it's below that, I'm gonna need a fire. But I got plenty of firewood for occasional use. Before that place was so well insulated, we blew through so much more firewood, but now that it's so well insulated and all buttoned up now, and the walls are up and the ceilings are up and all that stuff, while the ceilings weren't up and the walls were half not there, the heat, you would light a fire in this big firebox, and you just constantly be putting logs in there because all the heat would just run right out, But yeah, I'm looking forward to going to the cabin this weekend. I got a lot of work to do there. I got a bathroom to finish. I got to put a little bit of walls up. I got to do some wiring in that new cabin, new sunroom. I got to wire that sunroom. I got to fix the doors in there. I got to hook up the wood stove in there. I got my work cut out for me. I actually was looking at a big new plot of land near the cabin, but I'm hoping that plot of land that I have my eye on, it's near the cabin. It's about 20 minutes from the cabin that I have now, but it's much more isolated and woodsy. I'm hoping that doesn't sell for one more year, but I'm told that bare land doesn't sell fast. So I'm going to finish everything in the current cabin that I have. And then I'm hoping I'm going to buy that other land and start on a new, bigger, better cabin. And I'm going to take everything I learned building the first one and build a better second one. And I'm kind of addicted to working on cabins now. This first cabin has been, I don't know, it's been one of the best things most rewarding things I've ever done in my life. I love building up walls and, starting with nothing, and there's a cabin there. It's taken me 3 years so far, so what's one more year of weekends? Because I love going there and working on it. It's not like I dread going there and working on it. I mean, sometimes I do. Sometimes I go there and it's cold and you don't feel like doing anything. Pragmagic is here. Greetings, Pragmagic. yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna do this. I just wanted to get a Patreon live stream out of the way because I've been saying for a long time we're going to start Patreon only streams, and then I never do it. And then I feel guilty because I feel like some people might be signing up for the Patreon to get the Patreon only streams that have never happened. So this is just kind of a catching up with our Patreon supporters live stream, and that's where we're at. And we have no game plan. I have no plan here. Concrete, drywall, and paint. Yeah, Anthony, you're welcome to come and visit at the cabin. I mean, you know where it is. It's in Goldsboro. Just if you want to know for sure where it is, just look up the Goldsboro post office, and my cabin is 10 minutes from there. And we can talk offline. No, don't worry about no charge. I always feed everybody real good, and we smoke our brains out and drink our brains out at the campfire at night. I like to joke. A few of my friends have come up to the cabin to help me, and they're like, "Damn, dude, you work real hard." And then I go, "Yeah." And now we're done work for today. It's getting dark. We're gonna start up this campfire, and we're gonna drink all night, and then we do it again the next day. You know, we work our asses off and try to get some things done on the cabin, and then we just drink and usually have a lot of stuff like pizza. We cook pizza in the wood stove. I got a wood stove pizza is the best. Yeah, Pragmagic says Patreon only streams are the only thing I do these days. Nice and chill. Yeah, I'm sorry that I don't listen. The next time I do a Patreon only stream, I'll try to have an actual show for you. This one is, I was going to get drunk tonight anyway. Why not get drunk with my friends, right? And give everybody a Patreon and some extra content. Not that this is this certainly isn't like groundbreaking. Oh, look, Pragmagic, you haven't been around for a while. Look, I'm so proud of this. Look at this. Look at this. We've got all new toys here. Look at that. This is fun, right? All new toys and all new camera angles. I did have 4 going, but now we've only got 3. We've only got 3 working. So Pragmagic, this is the new set. It's much bigger and new lighting. I'm loving it. We got a second monitor here now. That's just for the live chat. For some reason, that one went off. I don't know why. I got to look into that. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's funny, though, Pragmagic? I've had so many friends volunteer to come and help me with the cabin, and usually they come and do one weekend. And when they see how hard I work, like I get up at 5:30 in the morning, and I work my ass off until dark. Whenever dark comes, they never come again. They had a good time though. We always eat good. I have steaks with the boys or pizzas or something. We've always got plenty good to eat, and I make sure I have plenty of alcohol and cannabis, and we always have a good time. But almost nobody comes back again. They're like, "No, it's all right, bro." Yeah, you gotta. That's what it is. You gotta drink every time I change camera angle. You gotta drink. That's what it is. So, yeah. There we go. We're drinking. Pragmagic. I had to explain. I went to the bar and my card got declined because it's a brand new card, and I only had $10, so I had to buy 40. And PBR. I had to get the most beer I possibly could for $10. So I got a 6-pack of PBR Pounders, 16 ounces, and I got a 40 of Yingling Lager, which is my favorite beer probably. So there's that. And yeah, my wife cut me off too I used to get like an allowance, Pragmagic, for doing the daddy daycare or whatever. And my wife kind of like looked in on the money situation of the show and suddenly decided that I have to pay for my own bad habits now. But that's fair. Whatever. Yeah, I'll worry. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to like, Elizabeth, let's go with the wide shot. That's not the wide shot, Elizabeth, you dumb cunt. That's better, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't the 40 ounces. I haven't done 40s in so long, Pragmagic. I feel so ghetto drinking a 40 bottle, especially on a stream. But people understand. What would you do, Pragmagic, if you only had $10? You got to get the most beer possible. Actually, we should do the math, and we're going to find out. Hold on, I got to see this. I'm going to tell you how much beer did I get for $10. How good did I do? Right? We got 6 beers that are 16-ounce beers, plus a 40-ounce of beer. We got 136 ounces of beer, Pragmagic, for 136 ounces of beer we got for $9.75. That's a pretty good deal. 136 ounces. If we divide that by 12, which would be regular beers, that's 11.3 beers. That's plenty enough to get you drunk, right? Oh, sorry to hear that, but hey, it happens. Me, I never got off, Prag. I did cut my consumption down by half. So instead of getting drink every night and drinking a 12-pack, now it's like I'm drinking, I don't know. Some nights I just drink a 6-pack of these pounders, which is really 8 beers, but that's better than 12. So, I'm cutting down. And I'm going to be going on a diet soon. So I got about 10 or 20 pounds to lose, like COVID weight. I'm starting to get a gut on me, and I hate that. I'm too shallow. I look at the gut, and I'm like, ew. I start to look like my dad, Could be the worst I ever drink Steel Reserve. I don't know that. Oh, Mad Dog 2020 League guy. That shit is terrible. I grew up on that. Yep. They used to sell this Mad Dog 2020, and I don't know how much it was. Or it was $3.50 though. But holy geez, for $3.50, that stuff was like drinking gasoline though. The next day you would be so hungover. Unidentified S4. It's like liquid mothballs. Oh no. Oh, Pittsburgh beer. Is that what it is? Old English. Oh. Yeah. Pragmagic. I had a black roommate guy for a while. His name was Tyrone, and he was as black and ghetto as they come, bro. He saw me drinking regular beer one night. He's like, yo, white boy, what's up, man? Why are you drinking that pussy beer? I'm like, pussy beer? He's like, yeah, man. That's some pussy beer, man. That's some pussy white boy beer. You don't want to drink that. I'm like, what do you want to drink? He's like, I'll be right back. You got $2? And I'm like, all right, I gave him $2. He came back with these 40s of Colt 45. That's what it was. Holy shit, that malt liquor is gross, dude. First of all, it tastes like shit. It tastes like beer with gasoline in it. And then you get so hungover the next day. That stuff must be loaded with what is that thing that actually gets you hungover? Creatine. Must be loaded with creatine, right? Unidentified S4. You're hitting 250. Damn, bro. I'm only at about 198. But Anthony, I'm 6'4", so I should be around 200 pounds probably. But I'm telling you, I'm getting a big gut right here. I'm getting that beer belly, and I don't like it. So I'm going to do a new diet soon. And the diet that I always do when I get a little fat, and I've done this probably 3 times now, and it always works, is I just cut all carbs, including beer. That's all I do. Instead of eating like mashed potatoes, I just have double veg. So, and it's easy. Like even if you go out to eat, the reason I like this diet is because it's super easy. if you go out to eat and you order a steak, it normally comes with potatoes and a vegetable. You just tell the waitress, I'm cutting carbs. Please don't bring me potatoes, just double veg. And they just do double veg. It doesn't feel like you're giving up much. I'm not a huge fan of mashed potatoes and pasta and bread anyway. So, and that'll do it. If you cut carbs, Anthony, you will lose weight quickly because your body goes into shock from lack of carbs and just starts burning all the fat on you. Colt 45. Yeah, works every time. That's funny. We're going to look. See, we'll see if we can find this. Hold on. Colt 45. I'm going to see if I can find the commercial. We all saw that commercial. Colt 45 works. Oh, with Billy D. Williams. Oh man, Billy D. Williams sold out his people to the alcohol companies. That's terrible. But we're going to share this because it's funny. Here we go. Colt 45 works every time.
D. Williams talks about Colt 45.
There are 2 rules to remember if you want to have a good time. Rule number 1, never run out of Colt 45. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. You want to know why you should keep plenty of Colt 45 on hand? You never know when friends might show up. I don't claim you can have a better time with Colt 45 than without it. But why take chances?
The power of Colt 45.
Oh no, the power. It works every time, friends. Yeah. Oop. Sorry about that. Wrong button. There we go. Yeah. This is something else. Colt 45 works every time. Let me see if there's another one. Oh, geez. Oh no, there's another Billy Williams one. Yeah. Hold on one second. We'll share this other one. Colt 45. Yeah, it works every time. This is 1988 commercial, so I'm sure I remember this. Oh, let's try that again. Stupid share audio button. I hate that.
Full of beer. Whoa, 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 whoa. A taste that is unreal. It's 45. Oh, 45. It's 45. It works every time. Oh, 45.
Works every time, friends. You might die the next day from a terrible hangover, but it'll work for you. That is commercial. That is cool. Yeah. Oh, Victor is here. 52 cans of beer on a team flight to England. Yeah. I think I heard a story from Jake the Snake Roberts, Victor Colliero. My brother-in-law was a pro wrestler. But anyway, Andre the Giant, Jake the Snake Roberts, before he actually got in the ring as a wrestler, he worked for the Wrestling Federation, and his job was to just drive around Andre the Giant and take care of him, get him to the hotel, get him to the stadium to do the matches, get him, run errands for him. And they had to drive someplace to a hotel or something, and it was like 45 minutes away. And so Andre the Giant says, "Go get beer." And Jake the Snake says, "What do you want, a 6-pack?" And Andre the Giant's like, "No, 3 cases." And, Jake the Snake is like, well, maybe he wants beer for the whole week or whatever. So anyway, he gets him 3 cases of beer, and they put it in this van, and they put Andre the Giant in it. And Andre the Giant drinks 3 cases of beer. He drank, 48 plus 24 beers in 45 minutes. And he didn't piss. the whole time. That's amazing. Or maybe it was 2 cases. I think it was 2 cases. 2 cases of beer. So he drank, you know, he drank 48 12-ounce cans of beer in 45 minutes. Manchester United. Lee Guy, this commercial was powered by cocaine. Yes, it was. So Goofon's here. It's 108 beers. That's what it was. It was like 4 or 5 cases of beer, right? Or no, that's a different story. The 108 beer. And Goofon, Rich, my brother-in-law was a pro wrestler. And because of that, I got to meet many famous wrestlers. And I met Nikolai Volkov and Jake the Snake Roberts and Roddy Piper. And I also met Andre the Giant. And I meet Andre the Giant, and he puts his hand out. He's like, "Nice to meet you, young man," or something like that. And I put my hand in his, and I'm not kidding you. My hand was like a finger inside his hand. I'm 6'4", and I got long, spindly hands. Still, his hand it was amazing to me how big the man's hands were. I mean, he was a huge dude, but I'm 6'4", so I was like, he's not going to be that big compared to me. Oh, he was monster compared to me. Real nice guy. He was very nice to all his fans and friends. And, he laughed real loud right near me. And I'm not kidding you. It shook my rib cage when he laughed. That's how big this man was. Just incredible. Just incredible how big he was. Jonaside and I recently went to Defy wrestling match here in Seattle, and it was fun as hell. Yeah. Pragmagic. I've been to all these amateur hour wrestling matches because of my brother-in-law, he's commonly what's called a jobber in the wrestling industry, which means he gets paid to get the shit beat out of him and do all the crazy stuff like get hit in the head with a table or hit in the head with a chair, or like one time they paid him extra because they wanted somebody to hit him in the head with a shovel. Like, could you imagine that's your job, Pragmagic? Like, well, what do I got to do today? I got to let some dude hit me in the head with a shovel. And it was a real shovel. It wasn't a fake shovel. They just clocked him in the head with a shovel. He was fine, but, I think to this day he's still got a lot of injuries from all that. And he's basically retired from wrestling. But 6'4", I'm a Oompa Loompa next to you, dude. Yeah. I've always been. Yeah, but I was tiny, Anthony, until after high school. I was tiny. I was like that kid in high school that looked like he was 11 years old. Do you remember the kids like that? Like that kid that looked like puberty forgot him? That was me until after high school. And then I just shot up. I grew a full foot in 1 year. A full foot. I went from 5'4" to 6'4" in 1 year. And I remember that year I was hungry constantly. I was just eating like a pig and sleeping a lot. Lee Guy says ex-pro wrestler owned a strip club. Pragmagic shovels to my head, right? Yeah, as frequent in my life as it is. Yeah, I met all of them. Work out with Macho Man and the Ultimate Warrior. That's awesome. I would love to meet those guys. Never met either of them. And Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man are both dead now, which is sad. That's like a part of your childhood dying, Rich. They hiring my wife needs side work. You're trying to get your wife hit in the head with shovels? Oh, that's terrible. Well, listen, my kidneys are screaming right now, so I'm going to play a musical guest. And Rich, this is last minute. I've been saying we're going to start Patreon-only streams, and we haven't done it. So I'm drinking ghetto beer out of 40 bottles, and we have no game plan here except to accomplish doing a Patreon-only stream. So that's what we're here to do. That's why we're here. Yeah. All right. I'm going to play a musical guest, and I'll be right back after I relieve myself.
What do you want from me? Improvements overrated. Every day I wake up in the cell. What do you want from me? Nothing is ever right. What do you want from me? It's not even worth the fight. Nothing I do is good enough for you. I'm sick of trying. What do you want from me? We'll take the blame and beg forgiveness. But just tell me what the hell is wrong. Don't just stare at me in silence. I'm desperate for a reason to hold on. What do you want from me? Nothing is ever right. What do you want from me? It's not even worth the fight. Nothing I do is good enough for you. I'm sick of trying. What do you want from me? 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 Nothing I do is good enough for you. I'm sick of trying.
Oh, there we go. We're back. Yeah. Hey, so two things since Rich is here. Rich, I have 6 camera angles, but I got to clean the rest of my mess. So this is one. I wanted to show you this. And this is a new one. And we've got a 50-inch over here playing animations. Well, it should be playing animations. I think there we go. Screensaver went on. And this computer is running my Altos Linux operating system. Very proud of this thing. I'm putting some stuff into the operating system that's just for, it's all filled with content creator stuff. So there's like all these graphics editing programs and all of these video editors, graphic editors, software synthesizers, MIDI recording, software for recording, whole bands. There's so much stuff for creative people included in that. Yeah, this is me Wilcocking now. So we've got the multiple camera angles, and I got to get the rest of them going. But I have the rest of them going, but I don't want to use them because there's a lot of junk around here. Rich, I saw Rich freak out. No, I'm just using StreamYard, Goofon. I figured a way out how to do it. And I was so happy because fuck OBS. OBS is too complicated. I'm a software guy. I'm a computer programmer, and I hate OBS, right? Yeah, it looks real good. Rich, if you want to see an example of how good it goes in a live show, watch the last stream that we did. And you don't need to watch the whole stream, but just watch half hour of it so you can see it's really good. And I like it. Like I start the show off with the wide shot, or I'm sorry, that's not the right one. I always confuse them. I start the show off with the wide shot. Welcome everybody to the show and this and that. We've got new backdrops and new lighting. And then, it's good because then you get like a little bit more intimate shot. You go over here and I'm talking, and the animations in the background, or I could put a slideshow. So I said earlier, like if I was talking about Nazi UFOs, we could just have a slideshow of all those pictures of the Nazi Hunneboo and that running on that monitor. Yeah, and then of course, just this is the whole show used to be just in this, but I like the multiple camera angles as long as it's done tastefully and it's not like, yeah, Goofon says, I hate OBS. Me too. I can't stand it. I try to figure it out 10 times. And any piece of software that I can't learn in a reasonable amount of time is ridiculous. Oh, and I just want to mention to you, Rich, and by the way, if anybody wants to join the stream here, I will send you a link. Just let me know. Actually, I could put it right in the live chat because we're all friends here. So for once, I could put it in the live chat. That's what we're going to do now. I am going to, all right, so I'm going to put it in the live chat. So this is the link to join the stream. If you want to join the stream, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, so Rich, I just want to mention to you that I just mentioned offhand at the end of my last show that we would be doing a Patreon only stream tonight at midnight. And we were killing the show at like 10:30. We were done or whatever. And I got 4 new patrons just because I mentioned we're doing a Patreon only stream tonight at midnight. If you want to join in that stream, please sign up for Patreon. And I got 4 new patrons, and one of them just pled $25 a month, which to me is huge. That's amazing if they're going to really give me $25 a month. So, Rich, I would suggest that you do Patreon only streams. This is the first one, and I got 4 new patrons signed up just to get in on the. And this is bullshit. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys because we're all friends here. Like, I didn't have a plan. I'm just like, I'm going to get drunk anyway. I'll just get drunk and do a stream on Patreon and give everybody some extra time. And 4 new patrons, and one of them signed up for $25 a month. That is no joke, right? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that the thing went up. It went up from like $130 a month to like, let's see, what is it? It went up to $161 a month, and I know it was at $130. So I was like, holy shit, what just happened? That's awesome. And I have 52 active patrons, which is great. And my plan for Patreon is to have a few thousand people just give me $1. If I could get 2,000 people every month to just give me $1, that would be great. Al Warrior says he'll sign up. See that? Yeah. And since, again, we're also, I hope, is Pragmagic, are you still here, or did you pass out drunk? Let me know. Let me know if you passed out drunk or you're still here. If you're still here, Pragmagic, because I want to, yeah, we're among friends here. So I put this on Patreon this month. I wanted to see, I want some feedback. I want you guys to tell me what you think. This is one of the songs from my new album, and it is with a full-on orchestra. I think it's 12-piece orchestra. We had brass, we had the string section, there was violins, violas, cellos, French horns, clarinets. I don't know. I lost track, but there's 12-piece orchestra on this song, and then it's me doing the rest of it, except for the pianos. So we had piano and all. It's huge. This song is crazy, and this is one of the Patreon benefits this month. So we're gonna. Oh, that's stupid. Is it just me, or Rich from Goofon? Do you hate that share audio button? That's like the bane of my existence because I always forget to hit it. And then people are like, there's no audio. And then you got to do it again. I hate it. They should go mute audio. If you're sharing it, you probably want the audio shared, right? Makes sense to me. Doesn't make sense to the idiots that run StreamYard, though, because I'm not the only one complaining about that. Everybody I know complains about that, and they won't change it. All right, here we go. This is a song called More, and I'm going to drop out of here while this plays.
Can I still find strength to carry on? Am I just a fool? Or am I just a clown? Can I still find a way to turn this thing around? 'Cause I want more. 'Cause I need more. 'Cause I want more. 'Cause I need more. 'Cause I want more. So much more. So much more than this. I wanted more. I needed more. I wanted more. Am I about to rise? Am I about to fall? Can I still find a way to not feel so small? Am I some kind of kid? Or am I just a pawn? Can I still rise above? Or am I too far gone? 'Cause I want more. 'Cause I need more. 'Cause I want more. 'Cause I need more. 'Cause I want more. I wanted so much more than this. I needed so much more than this. I wanted more. I needed more. I wanted more. I needed more. I wanted more. I needed more.
And that's that. What are you talking about, Pragmagic? That is the high quality mix. Well, no, actually, I guess that's an MP. No, it is a wave. I don't know. I'm going to send it to you right now. It's one of the Patreon benefits this month. I'll send it to you on Twitter. You can listen to it on headphones. I got to back off the fucking guitars. I hate that. I did the mix, and then I was like, no, those guitars need to be much louder because those guitars are great. And then, but now listening to it a few times, I go, I was right the first time. But it's okay. I saved the other mix with the guitars back down a little bit more because I want that orchestra to come through. That's a 12-piece orchestra. I want you to be able to hear the yeah. Oh, I forgot. You're a Patreon supporter. That's how you know you're doing pretty good when another songwriter is giving you the buck to hear your songs, right? You can rip me off all you want, Pragmagic. No, that was a tough one. I got that, and I got one more song with the same orchestra. I got lucky, and a friend of mine owes me some favors, and he's in an orchestra. And I said, you remember that money you owe me? If you get your orchestra to play 2 songs, I'll give you the sheet music. You get them to play it. I'll show up and record it all with a laptop. All you got to do is get them to play the sheet music, rehearse it a few times. I'll come and record it, whatever. Anyway, I got 2 full-on songs with full-on orchestras on this new album. And I've always wanted to do that, right? Because that's balls. Like, I always, when you hear that, like, Beatles song where they have a whole orchestra, or, Eagles song or Guns N' Roses or, you know, Metallica, when you hear those guys that are at the top of their game and they pull in an orchestra and they do it well, it's beautiful. And I've always wanted to do it, never had the balls. But I got an opportunity here. I happen to have a friend that owed me a lot of money. And he had access and was in an orchestra, playing in an orchestra. So I said, how many guys in that orchestra? He's like, I don't know. I don't know if it was 12. I think the one was 12. And then the other one, he brought in 3 more horn players, or no, 3 more string players. So it was like 15-piece. So there's a 12-piece orchestra on one and a 15-piece orchestra on the second song. And then you got to add, there's real drums and real guitar and real bass. So you're talking about, besides the vocals, you're talking about 15 or 20 tracks of pure, Didn't I Mix My Dad's Song? Well, I couldn't mix it because all I had was the master that your dad, you sent me a link, and I think I EQ'd it and I put a little bit of reverb on it to make it sound a little better, unidentified. And let me know if he liked that, because that was easy to do. I'd be happy to do more of that for him, especially if he lets me use more of his songs ask him if he'll let me use more of his videos and songs for musical guests. We used it already, and it was cool. And everybody loved that I Ran song. I knew they would. Flock of Seagulls, everybody loves that Flock of Seagulls. And I ran. And holy shit, Anthony from Unidentified S4, his dad is a fucking rock fucking god. That dude can sing his ass off. And it made me happy, Anthony, to see, like, no offense, an older guy that was still doing what he loved, right? Because I'd like to be one of those old guys that's out there still singing when I'm his age or older, right? Yeah, I don't use that, Pragmagic. Fuck that. It's all fucked up and you got to pay extra to use it or something. All you do is you do a stream with StreamYard, and then you go to YouTube and mark it unlisted, and then you share the stream link with people on Patreon in a post. That's what most people do, and that works best, you know? Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things I was going for, Pragmagic. I'm not a big fan of Metallica usually, but I like that Philharmonic record. I'm one of the few people I know that hates the Black Album. I hate that album. I love old Metallica, Ride the Lightning, you know, Master of Puppets. I don't like anything from Black forward. I think that's where they lost it. You know, but then it could be just a case of, oh yeah, Rich from Goofon too. What would I talk about? Because it's still YouTube and I need to follow the rules. Well, I don't think you need to follow don't monetize. Oh yeah, that's it. I got to not monetize the stream. I marked this one monetized when maybe I shouldn't. So I'm going to fix that now. We're going to turn the monetization. Oh, it says limited. All right, we're going to turn it off. We'll turn the monetization. So, Rich, you don't have to follow the rules. You just turn the monetization off, and you can curse all you want, and they don't care. If it's not monetized, they don't care if you curse or whatever. But I still wouldn't talk about the letter of the alphabet or the current health crisis on anything on YouTube, because even if it's marked unlisted or private, they'll still give you a strike. Yeah. Warrior says, thanks for that info. Yeah. Pragmagic, I'm digging the orchestral arrangements. Oh, yeah. So there's one more song that I posted on Patreon this month. And again, I need feedback. Pragmagic, all my musician friends, nobody talks to me anymore. And, well, actually, Prag, this is cool. One of my friends is like, nobody's giving you any feedback because what you're doing is so fucking worlds above what everybody else that you came up with is doing now. They know that, like, you just transcended them or something. He said something like that, like real stroke of my ego. But he's somebody that I've known since I was 14 and we were in punk rock bands. And I trust his judgment. And I asked him, I'm like, I keep sending songs to some of our friends and nobody will talk to me and say what they think. And he's like, everybody's too blown away, bro. They don't know what to say. Like, what are they going to say to you? What feedback are they going to give you when you're doing this shit that is worlds above what they're doing right now? You know, I got friends that are still doing punk rock. They started at 14 doing punk rock. They're 40 and they're still doing punk rock. That's some bullshit. You know, you gotta evolve, I think. And you got to keep changing things and learning new tricks to making songs, right? That's what I think. I don't know. So this is the other Patreon, one of the other Patreon songs. There's 3 that I shared this month. 2 are mixes with additional tracks and like, you know, whatever. And then the one is a new song for the month. I was doing 2 songs a month. Pragmagic, I gotta fucking pull 4 more songs out of my ass. And I hit a block. It's all good. I'm gonna work through it. I've been there before, like when you're trying to finish an album or something, and you just can't get those last few songs done. I gotta record 4 more. I have them written, but I'm having trouble singing some and whatever. Yeah, 80s covers, Anthony. I love it. And everybody loves 80s covers. So we're gonna have to negotiate with your dad. He's gonna be my new big musical guest. So this is the song called Yesterday. God damn it. God damn it. Why is it not playing? I forgot to share audio. Yeah, no, it's good though. Look, I'll do it again. Fucking button. I hate that button. It says share audio. It should be playing. Was the music wasn't playing? Oh. All right. I'll try it again. This should work. I have share tab audio on. That's bizarre. Let's see if it plays now. But Pragmagic, this is the song that you were supposed to play bass on, but never did. So I had to go and get a guy on Fiverr to do it for you. So I'm going to call this the Pragmagic Flaked Out Fiverr Mix. Let me make sure this is playing.
I remember yesterday and all we planned to do. I remember yesterday and all I did for you. I remember yesterday. What was in our hands? I remember yesterday, but now I understand. I've been feeling so strong. Now that yesterday is gone. I've been feeling so strong. Now that yesterday is gone. I've been feeling so strong. Now that yesterday is gone. I remember yesterday and all we thought we knew. I remember yesterday and all I could not do. I remember yesterday and all that we went through. I remember yesterday, but I will not miss you. I've been feeling so strong. Now that yesterday is gone. I've been feeling so strong. Now that yesterday is gone. I've been feeling so strong. Now that Yesterday is gone.
Nice. So I like to bust my friends' balls. Actually, that's a sign. If I bust your balls, that is a sign of affection from me. Like I like Rich from Goofon. I come at his show and I bust his balls, and I bust Pragmagic's balls. For those that don't know, I asked Pragmagic like 10 times to play bass on that song, but he's too busy and self-absorbed artist like me. Prag, I do the same thing. Do you know how many guys ask me to do synth parts on their songs, right? And I go, yeah, sure, send me the song, I'll do it. I never do it. Any metal. I got a bunch of metal songs, but we're gonna play one more of the songs that's from this month from the Patreon benefits, I think. Are we, or are we gonna skip? Oh, we'll skip that. Maybe we'll play a metal song. Yeah, I have this song called Help. Oh no, that was The War Is Won. I played that War Is Won song on the previous stream. You can check that out. But there's 16 or 17 songs on Patreon right now from this new album that's going to have 20 songs on it. Here you go. You want a metal song? I went full metal on this one, bro. I really, this was a screamer. And honestly, I was way behind for the month trying to finish a song, and I needed one more really good song. But I needed it to be easy for me to do. And screamer songs are always generally pretty easy. Yeah. So Al Warrior, this one's for you. Let's stop that and try it again and make sure we're sharing the audio. Share system audio, Chrome tab. This song's called Pretty Lie. And this one's for Al Warrior, who wanted to hear a metal song. This is as metal as I get.
Wrap your claws around me, whisper in my ear, tell me all the free lies you know I love to hear. Such a pretty lie. You're 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 such a pretty lie. Such a pretty lie. You're such a pretty lie. Such a pretty lie. You're such a pretty lie. Such a pretty lie. You're such a pretty lie. Such a pretty lie. Choke me with your promises, kill me with your lies. I see you take control of me, I watch you help me die. You're such a pretty lie. 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 Such a pretty lie. You're such a pretty lie.
Oh, talk about dramatic ending. So there you go, Al Warrior. That was pretty metal. And yeah, kind of Nin. Growing up, Nin was my favorite band. I was an angry young man, and I found religion in Nine Inch Nails. I played, especially Pretty Hate Machine. I wore out whole tapes of Pretty Hate Machine, whole CDs of Pretty Hate Machine. I played it so much. It's probably still my favorite. My favorite album of all time is probably Pretty Hate Machine. Al Warrior, you play drums? Boy, have I got some shit for you to do for me. I'm gonna recruit you. Do you really play drums? Put your channel link in the live chat. I think you can, right? Let me. Oh no, you can't. You don't have a wrench. I'm going to add you as a moderator. Al Warrior, you're now a moderator of the Truth Seekers channel. Congratulations. And you can put your channel link in the live chat, and I will certainly listen to you. Boy, could I use your help. My best friend at one time, we're not friends anymore. Band drama. But he was in two of my bands, and he was my best friend, and boy, I miss him because he used to just come over and we would just make drum loops all night or something, and we had a great time together. I kind of miss that because now I'm stuck with drum machines, and I have a digital drum set, and sometimes I play, but I'm terrible. So what I do is I play the loop, like I play the drum beat once and then I just loop the shit out of it. I cheat like hell. But I love the sound of real drums. You know what? One thing I love, Al Warrior, is I love the sound of real organic drums, good played drums over all synthesizers. I love that. It's like a marriage of organic and synthetic, and it's beautiful if it's done well. Lee Guy, well, I can give you some pointers. There's things like Fruity Loops you can get, or Sony Acid Music Studio, where all you're doing is gluing together loops. And this Alto S that I have has all kinds of synthetic drums and drum machines and synthesizers built into it. So we're down to 5 of you. Lightweights. I hope everybody's getting drunk and having a good time. For tonight, the only plan on the agenda was to accomplish actually doing a live stream for Patreon. So we did that tonight. I want to thank everybody for helping me do that. Look, I only drank 140. I got a whole 6-pack of beer left. The rest of the week is going to kind of suck. I got to be honest, and we're among friends here, so this is where I could be honest. I'm way behind. I got 2 shows that are difficult to finish because it's like I got to do X, Y, and Z for each one before I can do the show. In other words, I got like 2 hours of work to do for each of the next 2 shows, and I'm having trouble finishing the work because I'm just not feeling very motivated. But tomorrow, hopefully, I'll wake up and I'll get a lot of things done. I'm hoping to get the work required for both shows, to do both shows, done tomorrow, and then those 2 shows can fly. Honestly, this David Wilcock thing was like a gift. It was like, oh shit, I can punt those other 2 that I haven't finished yet and just do this easy show. That was an easy show tonight, and I gotta say, that last show that we did, it went really well. Like everything worked nice, right? And it was like easy to do it. Everything worked. The microphone was fine. Nobody bitched for once. And One thing I'm going to ask is that nobody shares any of this Patreon only stream links to anybody. We want to keep the Patreon only stream to friends so that I can be like this, you know, just like drunk and vulnerable and among friends, right? I don't, you know, and I'm a little worried that people are going to start sharing it or tweeting because it's just an unlisted link. And if people choose to share it, I'm going to get pissed off. And, well, I don't know if I'll get pissed off, but I won't be very happy, right? Lee Guy says he saw the Wilcox situation coming. Yeah, I think we all did. Sorry, that dude's gay. He is totally gay. He writes all kinds of homosexual repression kind of dreams and shit. Like he has dreams about men wanting to bang him in his ass and you know. There's a whole lot of like homosexually repressed clues in his books and shit. I think he's gay. And again, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but just be gay, bro. Don't marry a woman if you're gay. It's probably not a good idea. Yeah, he fucking 4 men in a bathtub. What the fuck, right? Oh man. And you know what's so funny? I remember like 5 or even 8 years ago, because Ancient Aliens has been on for like 10 years. So I remember years ago seeing Wilcock on Ancient Aliens and just thinking, this guy's an asshole and he's full of shit. But if anybody would have told me that I'd be doing a show years into the future and 100 or 125 or 150 people will show up to hear me talk shit about this guy on Ancient Aliens, I never would have believed you. But, you know, here we are. Oh, great. So Al Warrior is going to, yeah, put it in, bro. I'll play it right. I'll play something right now. We'll go to the channel right now. If you put it in there, and we'll, there we go. Let's check it out. This is you playing drums, huh? Oh, recording, take 1. Yeah, we're going to share that one and embarrass you. Oh, I love your drum set. Look at it. Holy shit. Al Warrior, you're my new drummer, bitch. I just looked at your drum set and you're already hired, bro. Very nice. Let's check this shit out. This is how I find new musicians to you know, put into slavery. I mean, you know, to help them earn a little extra money doing sessions, right? Oh, let's check. Look at this. Look at his fucking drum set. I love it already. Wow. Dramatic pause as he puts his headphones on. He gets his drumsticks. He's got skulls on his drum set. He's got a... What the fuck are these over here, bro? These look like big bongos or something. Oh. All right, this is obviously some kind of buildup. Yeah, there's like some bongo drums over there. Oh, ballad metal. Oh, I think you're hired. I need a drummer real bad, Al Warrior. And you heard some of my songs. I'm no slouch, right? Come on, bro. Well, you can play anything I need in your sleep. I can tell that already, Al Warrior. Dream Theater sucks. Fuck you, Al Warrior. Never liked Dream. It's too complicated and fucking complicated for no reason. I like simple, good songs. You know? ABC. Fuck Dream Theater. Let's see. Drumming with Volbeat. I like Volbeat. Oh, you got some double bass skills. Oh, sorry. There we go. I'll worry, you don't make good enough caveman or I got a shit faces. Nice double bass skills there, though. We're going to check out the other one. There's another one, drumming with Volbeat. We're going to share that and embarrass you. Hope you don't mind. And we're down. Now there's only 3 of you, so we're going to be wrapping this up soon. But here we go. Oh, let's try one more time. Make sure we're sharing the audio. Share system audio. Drumming with Volbeat. And I don't have to worry about copyright strikes, so. Oh, I like that beat. Nice breakdown. Yep, that's what I thought. Back to prom. Oh, this is getting trippy. I didn't notice. I didn't notice. Don't tell anybody. See, that's something cool, is that we got a lot of really creative and powerful people in our audience. And I never would have known that if you didn't share that, Ale Warrior. So thank you for sharing, and thank you for letting me play some of your artistry. I could sure use a drummer. Not for this album, because this album's nearing completion, but I got to do something after this album. And I've been thinking a lot about organic drums and synthesizers. I'd like to have all real drums, but everything else is fake. Right? So I'll talk to you off air. So, boy, we're coming up on 2 hours. Tonight, or my only plan tonight for this stream was to accomplish doing a Patreon live stream to mostly thank you guys. No, Al Warrior, thank you. Thanks for letting us share your artistry, right? Oh, what? Put the link in. We'll play the stream out with an unidentified S4. Yeah, put the link. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go over there. Hold on. Unidentified S4. You are now a moderator on the Truth Seekers channel. Use your powers wisely and put a link to what you want me to play in the live chat, and we'll play us out with that. We're going to wrap things up here while I'm still not quite passing out drunk. I had 140, and so we know for future drunk streams, I need a 40 and I need a couple extra beers, for which we have a bunch of PBR here. Yeah, all right, great. We're gonna play us out with this one. Let me check it out here. See what is it that we're playing here? Oh no, you're sending me the. Oh, you're sending me the one I already have, but I got a better version of it. So we'll play the better version of it. Let me get over here to my to my stuff. We'll play. Thank you, Anthony from Unidentified S4, for being here, and please thank your dad for me for letting me use his live performance. I decided that it's much better for the show, since it's a live show, to try to play live performances. And everybody's sending me, pre-recorded stuff and saying, "Can you play this song? I'll be your musical guest," but it's pre-recorded, and I love this energy of this. This is Anthony from Unidentified S4's dad, who is in an 80s cover band, and he's doing one of my favorite songs, which is Flock of Seagulls, I Ran. And all I did was take what they did and EQ it and put a little reverb on it and put them in a TV. Because I thought it looked cooler doing it the way that I did it. Anyway, please thank your dad for me and let me know if he likes what it is that I did with it, right? He heard you say he's a rock god, you're friends for life. No, here's why. Because Anthony, I'm doing what may be this album that I'm making right now is maybe the last time that I get a chance to make an album of original music. And that is all songs that I wrote. And when you're confronting that, man, I've been at this a long time, since I was 14 years old. That's a bunch of decades, right? 30 decades plus I'm sorry, 3 decades plus that I've been at this writing songs thing. And this may be my last ride. And I was thinking a lot about that, man, sucks getting old and you can't really keep doing what you love. And then I saw your dad, who's obviously much older than me. And not only is he doing what he loves, but he's doing it fucking great job. And what is that, your uncle that's playing guitar on this? So we've got Anthony from Unidentified S4's dad in this band, ripping, fucking killing it. And it made me feel better because I went, well, I'm not as old as that dude, and he's still killing it. So maybe I could continue to get older. Oh, yeah, he's 65 years old. Wow. Well, good for him. God bless him. So, Anthony from Unidentified S4 sent me this video of his dad playing in a cover band, doing a song I love, and doing an amazing job. Oh, and it's his Uncle Vinny, and his cousin is on the drums. Yeah, so it's like a family band. They're all family. Anthony's cousin is on drums. His uncle Vinny is a fucking amazing guitar player. I love that dude. And please ask him if he'll play some guitars on some of my songs, because I'd love to have him. And I don't know what I could do with your dad, but I'd like to extend an invitation to have him help in some things in my musical future. Even if he just coaches me how to sing better or whatever. Anyway, I was feeling kind of down, going, this may be the last time I get to do an album because I'm getting older and I got kids and shit. And, the world just doesn't let you do the things you love anymore. And sometimes you got to give them up. And I would hate to give up this thing called music or songwriting because I love it. You guys see now, even though I'm doing this show, I'm still pumping in my music and I'm forcing people. I'm like force feeding them music, right? And Anthony's going to tell me he has no choice. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining us. And I want to thank Anthony and his dad, because his dad made me realize that you don't have to give up what you're doing. You just got to fucking keep doing it great. As long as you're ripping and kicking ass doing it, people are going to keep letting you do it. And I don't know. I got very emotional when I saw this performance by Anthony's dad, because I was feeling down like shit. Getting older, this might be the last time I get to write songs or do this music thing. And I was feeling kind of down. And then I saw his dad, who's much older than me, doing his thing and doing this fucking is amazing performance. And it made me feel better. It made me realize that as long as you keep doing what you're doing well, people will probably show up to see you do it. And that made me feel better. So thank him for that, Anthony. I want to thank everybody for joining us for this first ever Patreon live stream. We're over 2 hours now, which is much longer than I thought we'd be, but here we are. The only plan I had for tonight is to accomplish doing a Patreon-only stream to thank all of you. And listen, thank everybody for your kindness, your generosity, and your support. You guys help me do this thing called Truth Seekers and do it well. We're going to wrap things up here. But I want to tell you that going forward, we're going to do a Patreon-only stream once a week going forward. But it's going to be laid back like this. I may be smoking a bong on the next one or drinking more beer. It's going to be a way to blow off steam, get together with friends and the real and true supporters of our show, and give you something extra, this backstage pass. And this is something that the regular folks don't get to see, which is me more laid back and open and hopefully a little more honest, right? So Really thank every one of you for joining us. Anthony, I want to talk to you off air tomorrow or the next day about coming back, and we're just going to do a whole thing of looking at UFO videos with you. I thought that would be a cool show to do. And if you're willing, so am I. I'd like to have you become a major contributor to the show because I love what you're doing. And just a cool guy with a cool creative family. Boy, I'm jealous. My dad was so not supportive. He played accordion in a marching band. That's what he wanted me to do. And I was like, no, girls don't want to fuck dudes playing accordion in a marching band. I want to be a singer in a rock band because girls want to fuck those guys. Yeah. Anyway. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. This is our first ever Patreon only stream. And for those that missed the live stream, hey, if you want to, you can sit through this 2 hours of drivel. And I hope you find some value or entertainment or value in it, since you are giving me the $1 a month or more. And I got to tell you how thankful I am to all of you guys that are helping me. Because look at this shit. This is crazy. It's crazy that I've been able to build this incredible studio thanks to the kindness, the generosity, and the support of our Patreon supporters here. You guys did this. I just did, the work, but you guys made this possible. And what an amazing thing that this room was empty. When I started this show a little over a year ago, this room was completely empty. There was nothing in it. I redid the floors in here and I painted, but the whole room was empty. And I started the show, and slowly and surely, I bought a few things every month, another webcam, another microphone, maybe another backdrop, right? I bought from a friend of mine a couple of broken down computers that needed work, and we fixed those up to put them in service to the show. Everything here came from you guys. All I did was collect it and get some things working, but it's really due to the kindness and generosity and support of all of you kind Patreon people that I get to do this show. It's a dream come true for me. So thanks for helping make my dreams come true. Hopefully someday I'll be able to return the favor, right? I'll be able to return the favor. Lee Guy says, you do a good job calling out the BS. I will always support that. Well, thank you for your kindness, your generosity, and your support. So what we're going to do is we're going to play us out with Anthony, who's here from Unidentified S4's dad, amazingly talented guy, and his uncle and his cousin and a few other people doing this amazing version of one of my favorite songs. It's Flock of Seagulls, I Ran. So until next time, friends, my name is Stephen Cambion. Good night, and God bless all of you, especially all of you here on Patreon, for your kindness, your generosity, and your support. It warms my heart to know that there's people from all over the world helping us continue this dream. Good night, and God bless all of you.
Put your hands in the air, Brooklyn Hell! Come on, tell me who we make this work!
get away.